Ponycon. Good morning, everyone. Today is November 10th, 2019. It is 38. That feels like 44 here in North Idaho. I'm Jody, and welcome to Moose Flats Farm. And just to preface the next section of the video, I was working on the hedgerow. Did not realize that my hair was that absolutely crazy. Guys, play nice. And I'm not vain, obviously, or I would have fixed my hair before I shot my monologue. Okay, so confessions of a workaholic. The funny thing is I didn't film any of this because my father-in-law doesn't quite understand what it is that I'm doing, but wound up putting him to work today. Cleaned the hedgerow up out front, and he came out and got the trailer and helped me load it up, which doesn't sound really unreasonable. And then I raked up leaves into piles so he could mow them up. But the funny backstory is, even though my father-in-law and father are the same age, how they interact with women are completely opposite. My father was just because you're a girl doesn't mean you don't need to know how to do this and aren't expected to do it. Where my father-in-law's, that's a man's job, not a woman's job. And I'm one of those, I can't sit around. I mean, sometimes just, this is hard, just because I'm not physically doing something. But growing up, my dad taught me everything, was my hero. Well, he still is my hero, or one of them. And My mom is like, she loves the fact that I've taught Darla how to use power tools. Darla's not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of them. I think that's part of the reason David John loves me, is because I'm not afraid to try it. Okay, I did it wrong. Show me how to do it right. Or show me how to do it right in the first place. But it was really nice today having Clancy come out and give me a hand. Like, it was normal day-to-day business. But so it's one of those, growing up, always expected to be doing something. Not in a negative way. It was just idle hands. My father would get up, go to the post office, be home by 5, we'd have dinner, and then he'd go out to the barn and work on something. My mom was, even when she was the stay-at-home mom for a little while, she was always doing something. Never, it was a rare occasion to catch her reading a book, and she loves to read. Well, now that they're retired, they read a lot, especially in the evenings. So that's why it's like always doing stuff, even if it doesn't make it onto YouTube. And here comes Clancy with the tractor. And I don't know if this is going to come off slightly disjointed. It's just the random thoughts coming to my head. My father-in-law is an amazing man. My father is an amazing man. Completely two different approaches on how to raise girls. And I can appreciate the two different aspects. Sitting here watching the baby chicks in Spot with finishing up that suet block. But Spot has turned into a really good stepfather to the baby chicks. He wanders around with mom hen. And I know chickens don't have families, but he kind of acts like those are his babies, and he's gonna keep an eye on them. Should be doing something. But I'm gonna sit here and drink my coffee and keep my fire going for a little bit longer. It's like when first moved in here and I'd be doing something in the yard. Clancy would be to David John going, "Why is she doing that?" And David John's like, "I don't know. Let her do it. It's keeping her busy." My father's response would have been, "She's doing something. She's keeping busy. Keeps her out of trouble." Different perspectives on life and what's important. Oh, and that's the funny thing on the suet cakes. I got those from work last fall, I think it was. They were on clearance, killer deal. Keep putting them in the wild bird feeder. The wild birds don't like those suet cakes at all. I don't know if it's just the mix that I have or what. Tried last winter feeding it to the chickens, and they didn't want to have anything to do with it. But this batch this year, I knocked an old one out of the bird feeder because the chickadees and juncos were going, it's time to start feeding us. The juvenile hens found it, and now every morning when I come out to have my cup of coffee and do my morning reflection. They're up on the one planter by my bench going, Mom, where's our suet cake? Come on, where's our goodie? And no, my animals aren't spoiled. Okay, maybe just a little, but that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Keep them happy and healthy. So, on that note, I'm gonna go stir this fire and go do some more cleanup. And that's another funny comparison between my 3 living parents, my mom and dad and my father-in-law. My dad, he just rolls with it when I pull out the camera. Okay, Jody's doing something. My mom is like, what are you doing? Doesn't get it at all. And Clancy doesn't understand what YouTube is or doing a vlog. So to him, I'm just making a documentary that someday someone will watch. Well, he's kind of right. It is a documentary because I'm documenting our life. He just doesn't realize that there are people like you good guys right there watching me now. So, I know, a little different than normal, but I also will be, if I haven't already, over my with my monologue, did some time lapse of the chickens this morning with their suet block and the Muscovies for the day. Just see what interesting stuff comes up. And it looks like Mom has caught herself a mouse. I wouldn't want to be him. The interesting life and death on the farm. And down it goes. And for the most part, we don't put decon or anything out because of the chickens. They don't have a sense of smell. I've never had an issue with a cat eating a deconned mouse. I've had him catch them and play with them. But I did at one point have a Malamute that he wouldn't have cared whether it had decon in it or not. He would have taken that mouse out. So we tried to limit when and where we do that stuff just for that reason. And now Spot has found what's left of the mouse. And for feeding chicken buck, she will go around the corner, sees all the Muscovies and goes, too much, I can't go in there. And since she was used to eating out of the yellow bucket, I'll show you that in a sec, we've just have it hanging on the fence. It will get moved slightly around the corner once we get done with the building construction, but it's up high enough that she can eat out of it. Valkyrie, if she really wanted to, could, but the Muscovies can't get into it. So just have it hanging off the fence there, and I feed her at the same time I feed the rest of them, and she comes over and eats out of it and gets her fill. And my 3 black laying hens and my 1 little banty hen that was hatched this spring with spot and fire chicken, well, the 3 laying hens have gone molty, so they've just been staying here in the pen, and so that means not getting any eggs. Part of the reason that my flock has grown to so many hens, so hopefully they're not all on the same molt cycle, so I'll continuously get eggs. So there's my 4 multi hens and the little one that was born this spring, but they just hang out here in the corner of the chicken pen feeling sorry for themselves. Well, this is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you enjoyed my little monologue. Still feel the same today as I did the other day when I recorded it. Had some technical difficulties, forgot to hit the record button at the time of recording, so the Muscovies and everyone are out running around today. Didn't get that on video, releasing them. I hope you have a good day and a good week. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on Thursday's video. Bye.